Hello guys, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. If you've been farming Sharon on Abyss difficulty, you probably know just how annoying this boss can be. Between the constant damage, the DOT effects, and the amount of pressure she puts on your entire team, it's easy for auto runs to fall apart. But after a lot of testing and experimenting with different lineups, I finally found a team that has been giving me a 100% win rate on full auto. And the strategy revolves around letting one character continuously abuse his strongest skill. That character is Chloros, and he's the absolute star of this team. His unique mechanic, Doom Toll, is what makes this strategy possible. As Doom Toll stacks continue to build, Chloros gets to repeatedly unleash his S3, which is where almost all of his damage comes from. Instead of relying on basic attacks for most of the fight, he's constantly firing off his strongest ability over and over again. Once the Doom Toll engine gets going, you'll notice Sharon's health bar disappearing much faster than you'd normally expect. It's one of those mechanics that snowballs throughout the battle, making the run faster and more efficient the longer the fight lasts. Of course, none of that matters if your team can't survive, and that's exactly where Ariel comes in. She's doing far more than just healing here. Sharon constantly applies damage over time effects that can slowly wear your team down, but Ariel's cleansing and healing completely shut that strategy down. She keeps everyone's HP healthy, removes the annoying debuffs before they become a problem, and makes the run incredibly safe from beginning to end. Her support is what allows the rest of the team to focus entirely on dealing damage without worrying about getting overwhelmed. Even during Sharon's strongest attack rotations, Ariel keeps the team stable enough that the run never falls apart. To make Chloros even stronger, I'm also bringing Santic. He's another support, but his value comes from how quickly he helps Chloros reach more Doom Toll stacks. Thanks to his extra turn mechanics and frequent S1 attacks, he's constantly feeding Chloros the resources he needs to spam his S3 even more often. On top of that, Santic also provides additional cleansing, giving the team another layer of protection against Sharon's debuffs. Between him and Ariel, your team stays incredibly stable throughout the entire fight, while your main DPS never loses momentum. The amount of value Santic brings is honestly easy to underestimate until you see how often Chloros starts chaining his strongest attacks. The last member is Xuanqi, who fills multiple roles at once. She contributes solid damage through her follow-up attacks, which also help Chloros build Doom Toll stacks faster. At the same time, she provides a shield and an AoE defense buff, making the entire team much tankier against Sharon's heavier attacks. She's one of those characters that doesn't just increase your damage, she also makes every run significantly more consistent, especially when the boss starts ramping up its pressure. Every follow-up attack she lands helps keep the entire strategy flowing without interrupting Chloros' momentum. What really impressed me after testing this team is how little RNG actually affects the run. Even when Sharon targets different allies or applies multiple debuffs, the combination of double cleansing, constant healing, shields, and defense buffs keeps everything under control. Meanwhile, Chloros continues stacking Doom Toll and throwing out S3 after S3 until the fight is over. It feels like every member of the team is enabling someone else, creating a loop that becomes stronger as the battle goes on. So, if you're looking for a reliable way to fully auto Sharon on Abyss difficulty, I'd definitely recommend giving this team a try. It's been incredibly consistent for me with a 100% win rate, and it turns one of Grim Pursuit's most frustrating bosses into a very comfortable farm. If you have these heroes built, I honestly think this is one of the safest and easiest teams you can use, especially if your goal is to simply hit auto and farm without worrying about failed runs. If this guide helped you out, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Etheria restart guides, and I'll see you guys in the next one.